welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please, if you're in this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please always come back to watch my videos. Really do appreciate your big support to this platform. In today's video, we are going to have very interesting discussion. Actually, we are going to have the mwango, the princess, on our discussion today. We are going to have the travel commando on discussion today. And also, we are going to have Mayuguno, to the widow, in our discussion. So please watch the video from the beginning up the end, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and please always come back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. And actually, if we have time, we are going to handle a little bit on Kohera, but please watch the video from the beginning up the end, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and please always come back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. This is your home, and this is where we always try to bring information and also having a very wonderful conversation with our good people outside there. Please be free to have a conversation during the time when the video is premiering, and also you can leave a comment after the video premiering. So please, and also let me repeat this, if you have not yet subscribed to this platform, I'm really wondering what you are actually waiting for. You know, as good things are starting to happen, it's my joy and the joy of everybody outside there, you know. So please watch the video from the beginning up the end, and please, let's start this video as we did like this. Yes. You know, I'm really very pleased with actually what is happening. The princess or the mwango have started the construction, and the first tipper have already poured material. The first material in construction is actually the most important one, because the moment you bring the first strip of sand or bricks or stones or gravels, it is the beginning of everything. And actually, when you are constructing that first strip, you, the owner, even if you are not going to be there, but that first one, it is actually very meaningful to you, a person who is starting construction. You know, because actually what you have been talking would have started coming into reality. And that first trip, it is always a motivating factor for other things to follow. That is it. And it's a joy of anybody outside there who is actually starting the construction. Either somebody can be like, now you are talking, have you ever constructed? Okay, me, I don't have. I've never. Well, you should watch out. Well, let me tell you, the best people when you are playing football are actually spectators. They are good at correcting. So we are here as spectators, and we are here to correct. Yes. I already know there are people who are going to come for me. Hey, for you to talk like that. Relax yourself. Relax. I'm also a spectator like you, and we are watching the space. The only difference between probably you and me, I'm holding a camera. I'm talking. Yes, but actually we are the same. Even me, I'm opening my eyes. I'm seeing what is happening. The first strip of stones have arrived. What next? You know, what next? But actually, it is a good thing. I'm not just making fun. It's a joke. You know, yes. You see how villagers have started moving up and down, because actually, if some of those villagers fail to get a job right now, that is the end of it. You know? So that's why you see the villagers are moving up, and even the drunkard wants a job for guarding. Because it is opportunity to get money. I saw some people who are fighting because of an avocado tree. That is now what is trending in a lot of videos, that they are fighting because of an avocado tree. And you think it costs that much. It is little money, but it is now the opportunity to eat. You miss, you don't eat. Because that one is a one-time opportunity for the owner of the avocado to eat. You don't eat, you don't So the man wanted even to stone. But you see now, the people whom people used to say, you know, that, you know, the old man, you remember the old man, the father to Anisto, that old man, he was actually supporting that. You are stupid. You are stupid. This is a road. He is supporting because this time he is benefiting. So I can assure you, however much Anasto want to talk like what, the father actually now is benefiting. He is benefiting. So whether you want to talk, you want to throw a lot of words, and also he's just wasting time. He was almost turning the owner of the avocado. That, you know, he just avocado you are. But also the owner of the avocado was like, no. What are you saying? You also want to eat. So this is opportunity for the villagers. You miss a step, you are gone. You miss it, you will never get it again. So actually, the owner of the avocado also wanted to eat. You know, he wanted to eat. You see, he's shouting. Let me tell you, don't joke with the desperate man. But you see, the old man, because his son has already got something and they're enjoying, he would not allow this owner of the avocado even opportunity to talk. What are you saying? What are you saying? You can imagine a drunkard calling a fellow drunkard. Hey, you are drunk. You are drunk. Yet even himself is already drunk. So, you people, don't joke with the power of money. Money has power. You know, money has power, and money can make somebody do anything. You know? So if a fellow drunkard can reach an extent of saying, you are drunk, go and sleep, you are drunk, you are... Because his son already sold land. Now they're enjoying the money. Now, at this point, you cannot talk anything about his son. That son of his. Now, that is his best son at the moment. You cannot say anything because he's benefiting. He's benefiting, and he can do it. He can do anything. So now you really see that actually there is joy actually in that village. I mean, in that family. So however much Ernesto is opening his mouth, he's just wasting his time with that old white woman there in Nairobi. Yes. And me, I would even encourage his father to sell off the piece of land they've given him. Because if you're a young man and you cannot provide for your family, you cannot support your parents, and yet these are your parents who actually raise you, they bought for you clothes, they gave you food, you know. But also, you know, you need also to come out to support them when you have. But this is a young man who is not even buying anything for the family. And then when they keep on selling land, you criticize them, you talk bad about them. You know, so you want them to be sleeping hungry. You are not helping, you are not doing anything, but just only opening your mouth, you know. Opening your mouth, throwing words. You can imagine that now that he's not even talking to his brother. You know? That he is not talking to his brother, the one who sold land. That does not want to talk with him. So who are you? Now, you as one single person in the family, and all these other family members are united. What are you going to do? That is scrap. It's just a waste of time. You know? It's a waste of time. However much you want to talk, what you see, If he was talking when he was doing something, for example, he's helping, he's supporting, he's what, he's taking some children to school, no, that one he would have a voice. But now, even people who are drunk, they are better than you. So what do you really expect? You know, what do you expect? So this young guy called an history is just a waste of time. He's just like any other useless drunkard outside there. And actually now the way I see Munir, his elder brother is far much better than him. No, he has bought a motorcycle for himself. He is constructing a pit latrine for himself. Yes, he has bought a music system to enjoy his life. So what do you want? Because that is actually what gives him peace. You know, that's what makes him happy. In this world, you do something that really make you happy. And he has decided to do it. So, and the motorcycle, he will be riding and will be bringing for him some little money here and there. So, this young man who is confusing himself in Nairobi, you know, doing his useless kind of things, those are his issues. You will cry, so long as you are not doing the right thing, you know. Because actually, if he was, because that guy gets some little money on the platform, he gets. But what he has decided to do is to go and look for some old white woman outside there, you know. That is, you know. So what is he doing in Nairobi? There is completely nothing. Waking up in the morning, rotating like a lost monkey, you know. You can imagine. Now that he is in Nairobi, he's making phone calls. Hey, you know, scrap, you know. Your people are sleeping hungry and you cannot do anything about it. You know, his friend here, the boutique was stolen. But you see, they're good in scamming. You know, this call Muges that the boutique was stolen, everything was stolen. But how sure are we that actually was stolen? Because these boys are capable of doing everything. Very much capable. You know? Very, very much capable. So actually it's hard even to trust them. It's very hard. You know? So I saw him like, they've stolen, they've taken almost everything of mine, they've taken the TV, and what? But let me tell you, me, I've reached a point where I no longer trust these boys. Because these boys are far much ahead in terms of scamming. They can do anything. You know? They can do anything. So, me, I don't take them very seriously these days. I actually don't take them seriously. From the time they started doing funny things at the travel commander's place, I lost trust in these boys. You know? I lost trust. And you see, the most funniest thing about these boys actually, when you help them, they turn against you. That's what they do. You know? When you help them, they turn against you. What they did to the travel command. You know? I'm going to come to the issue of Mayuguno also. Now, I was talking about the construction of the princess. Let me tell you that the pride of brothers is actually to see their sister doing something. I repeat, the pride for brothers is actually seeing their sister doing something. I don't know whether a lot of you have really noticed the joy, the happiness that actually the travel commando is having in his face. I don't know whether some of you have really noticed it. He's a very happy man. Very, very happy man. That actually his sister is doing something for herself. Not only the travel commando, even Dave Jr. These boys are so happy to see actually their sister is moving a step in life. I was very, very pleased that actually their mother was able to come and prayed, you know, for more good things to happen. And he blessed the land. You know, she prayed and blessed it. You know, That is how actually a good mother is supposed to behave or to conduct herself respectfully. African mothers, you know. And you know, the other day the travel commander was saying that actually in a whole of that village, that's the only person who is actually working among the women, among even, I think, among even the people within the area. The person who is working is actually the mother of the travel commander. The person who is working. So you really see that that home is light in that village. These are facts. So however much you see these other individuals talks on their platforms, they talk nonsense. The family that these villagers look up to is, by the way, that very family that a lot of them want to fight them. A lot of them won't talk so badly about them. But yet that is the family that is actually providing them with a lot of things. Jobs, you know, light, you know. That family is a light to that. It's a pilot home in that village. There is no other pilot home there. Where do you see a pilot home? That's a pilot home where everybody is looking at. You know, the face of the village is actually the family of the those of a Travcoma. The face of that village is that family. You know, there is no other family. There is no other family. So whoever goes to that village, that's the first key family in that village. There is no way you can talk about that village and you don't talk about that home. However jealous you are, there is no way you can avoid it. There is no way. There is no way you are going to fail to mention Ondari's name in that village. Because everything in that village rotates within that family. If you need very quick assistance, you have to go to that family. Yes. So a pilot home is, by the way, chosen by God. And a person who tries to fight a pilot home, he will never succeed in bringing them down. A pilot home. You will not. Even when you want to finish all of them, and you leave a child without any parent there, that child can end up surprising people. That actually the home will begin like nothing has ever happened. And God can bless that one the more. So there is a blessing in a pilot home. Every village has a pilot home. Only that there are people who don't see it. I don't know whether people really understand. You know, sometimes people try to misinterpret what is called a pilot home. Some people think that when you become rich, you become a pilot home. No. A pilot home has a lot of things to consider. One, the level of education, you know. Secondly, such a home, people will always want to go for advices or consultation. I want to do this, but can I do like this? They will always try. Sometimes they don't even go to the real people, like the parents. But you find most children are consulting the children within that home. You know? If something new is to come, in most cases, it starts with a pilot home. In most cases. And even when people want to maybe to construct, people want to do something, they will want to copy from that pilot home. Something, and also when they're somewhere, Maybe they're having a discussion in their drinking joint. You know, a person of that village will always want to talk praising that home. Let me tell you, those people in that village who always are talking, where they're talking, let me tell you, in their own conversation, they always praise at home. There is no way they can dodge it. There's no way. There is no way you can dodge a pilot home. Well, there's no. And pilot homes, they're always very few. You know? That is why here it is very common. Somebody will always keep on saying, there was an old man in that home. He's the one who brought so and so. And also, this land was a very vacant land. But he's the one who brought all those people you are seeing. You know? He's the one who brought, so some of, I don't know, no? If people have been listening very, very carefully. The coming of those of the travel commando in that village brought Uncle Mo in that village. Now their uncle is called Ngutu, is also in the village. And more people will come, you know, because these people see ahead of them. You know, they see ahead. So you find that these villagers, if you distance yourself from such a family, you miss the blessing. Because people in this village, to tap the blessing those people are having, is actually to befriend them. That's the logic, that's a trick there. To befriend them. But when you want to hate them, you see, the blessing was starting to go to Percy's home. The blessing was starting to go there. But she started fighting the blessing. However much there were some little issues here and there, but she would have played it in a smart way. You know? Remember the issue of the, you know? She would have played it in a smart way and not separate herself with the family of the travel command. The blessing was just going to go to her like this. And those children were going to go to school and they will be successful. That is how the blessing was going to go to Percy's home and spread, you know, within that home. Please, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please always come back to watch my video. The blessing from the travel commando's home shifted to Mayuguno. And from Mayuguno, it went to Nikobuda. And now from there, we don't know where it is going to move next. That is how people, you tap the blessing. Because actually, fighting that home, you will be wasting time. When you continuously fight them, God blesses them the more. They keep on adding them. Just like, you know, I was watching one of the videos of, I think one of those negative reactors. Somebody was saying that Muniri, the one who sold land to the princess, that should return the motorcycle to the princess. You know? That she's willing to buy for Munir a new motorcycle. I just say that is, you are mad. You are mad. Such a person is mad. Where were they when Munir was suffering? Where were they? Why should they wait for him to sell the land? Then you come out that you want now to buy for him a motorcycle. Were you not seeing how he was suffering in the village? You know? Were you not seeing? Why do people want to wait When things have happened, then you come out that you want to do something. That type of stupidity should really stop. You know? And the way they're trying to frame it is like the princess gave, Munir land in exchange. The princess gave Munir a motorcycle in exchange of land. That is not right. People should stop fooling others. The truth of the matter is, land was bought with money, cash money. Muniri went and bought a motorcycle for himself. He bought a home theater for himself, and is now constructing a latrine for himself. And some money is still there. He's enjoying. And the father cannot move away from home because he's keeping the money. So these individuals who are talking, who are trying to sanitize, they're just trying. You see, sometimes I really wonder how some people really think. The person these individuals actually want to try to fight is actually the mwango. When she has not started talking about the construction, people were calling her all sorts of names. And by the way, there are some people who thought she has completely wasted her money. She does not have anything. There are people who thought in their minds they were having that kind of... They don't know that actually this lady is so smart. Very, very smart. A very smart woman who actually knows what she wants. And now when they realize that actually the person they have been trying to talk badly about, her plans are valid. And she's starting to do something for herself, And she's doing well. She's doing well. And I can assure you the pride of a home, the pride of the father, the mother, is actually to see that the children are doing something for themselves. It leaves them with the pride, with the hope, with the greatness. Those parents right now, congrats mom and congrats dad. If they are to walk outside there, they walk when their heads are up. When their heads are up. Because they have children who are really very, very much capable. Very, very much capable. And I'm really very, very pleased with how the travel commando is starting to do things. From the beginning, from the word go, he said that he's going to be there and is the top-notch foreman. He's the engineer, he's the foreman, he's everything. And he's there to ensure that the project of his sister goes very, very smoothly. And I'm really very, very happy with actually what have started happening. I really see joy and happiness in his eyes. And that's how a family is supposed to be. Everything should move in order. Everything should move forward. Yes. If you have a brother like the Travel Commando and Dave Jr., thank God. There are people actually who don't have brothers who are like that. There are brothers who only mind about themselves. They don't think of anything. They only mind about themselves, and that's the only thing they think of. God for us all, and everybody by their own. We have such brothers. But the Travel Commando is really setting a very, very good example to the rest of the world. That please, if your sister is outside there, learn to help them. Learn to do something to make them also happy. You really see the princess is just enjoying herself. She's just flying around. Very smart. Yes, when you have hard-working brothers, that is how life is. But if you don't have hard-working brothers, a brother who can wake up very early in the morning to ensure that work is moving on, that is a real brother. That's a real brother. Yes. Me, I'm really very, very pleased with actually what is happening. And that's how things are supposed to be. Please, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please, always come back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. You see, I was watching that live stream of Gutu the Widow. Actually, I watched it after. Let me tell you what I know with our people here in Africa. When you are progressing, when you are starting to progress, they will be good to you. You can even send him to do anything. You know? You can send him to do anything, and he will go and do it for you. But let me tell you, when you give them the opportunity, they will be the first people to destroy you. They will be the first people to destroy you. There are a lot of examples. If I can give you, look at the fisherman. Look at Mogesi. Those are examples. And by the way, last year I said it, that I see a mess in this Gutu. That was last year. Last year. I said that I see a mess already in this Gutu man. People like, he's a hard-working man. But me, I'd already seen it. And I said it I said it in this platform. That I already see a problem. And actually, now the truth came out. Let me tell you, you will not know what people discuss in private. We don't know what this Gutu man has been speaking outside there about Mayuguno. He might be correct also in his own ways. But the truth is, you cannot be going to do something about my family without you letting me know. It means you're a hypocrite. Because I've heard him calling Mayuguno all sorts of names. He is a hypocrite, he's what? But the truth is, people got to know Gutu the Widow because of Mayuguno. That is what people are forgetting. And I can assure you, all those guys who are there, who have been there with Mayuguno, deep inside their hearts, they're jealous. Whether you like it or not. There is nobody who will want to see this other person progressing. Even when you see, the fisherman thought what he has done to the travel commando could not be done to him, because he said it from the beginning that I will not allow anybody who will come here to touch. And actually the person that he trusted was the one who turned against him. Fundi Duke. There's that man who used to work at the fisherman's home. It's called Fundi Duke. He turned against the fisherman. Very, very badly. Very, very badly. So me, I'm not surprised to see Gutu talking the way he's talking. I'm not surprised. Because I saw it some time back. I saw it. I saw it. So, the truth is, Mayuguno might have his own weaknesses. Like any other person outside there can have a weakness. But it would be better to actually advise Mayuguno. Yes. It would be actually better to advise Mayuguno. Did anybody ask Gutu the widow that when you saw Mayuguno was moving astray, what did you actually do? You know? Apart from keeping quiet and talks about him on the ground. For those people who have been helping Mayuguno in the construction to leave Mayuguno, there is somebody who have talked bad about him first. That I'm very sure about that. And don't be surprised that actually he might be even the one who is talking. You know? So when he realized that he was on the wrong, then he contacted Mayuguno that he's apologizing. But after causing a lot of damage. And even in the previous video, live stream of his yesterday, he has again caused more damage to who? To Mayuguno. You see, Mayuguno is a normal human being who was feeling like any other person, who can also feel bad. You know? So when this so-called Gutu, the widow, came out and say, Mayuguno threatened him. Do you have the evidence that actually threatened you? Because this Gutu man also, he can come out with his own words. You know? I know somebody can come out and say, you are just supporting Mayuguno. I want to say it openly here, that yes, I support him. But when he is on mistake, I disagree. But the reason why I'm having a problem with Gutu is that he went and sidelined with the wife of Mayuguno for so long. And if the wife of Mayuguno had not had a communication with the wife of Buddha, the truth is Mayuguno was not going to know. So you tell me, would you really want a friend like Gutu the widow in your life? A man probably you can get for your wife. A man. Would you really want such a person in your life? So actually people are criticizing, who are talking badly about Mayuguno. Put yourself in the shoes of Mayuguno. That actually somebody is taking money to your wife quietly and does not want you to talk about it. That is a middleman, and is innocent. You cannot be innocent when you are very busy taking money to somebody's wife. Mayuguno has a right to be actually pissed off with Gutu the widow. Yes, I know some people can talk that actually Mayuguno is wrong, Mayuguno did this. But also you need to know that when you are helping somebody, does not mean you should control him. Some of these individuals probably wanted to control Mayuguno 100%. You also need to have freedom for himself. You know? He needs to have freedom. But now when wherever he goes, you have put spies on him. What is he doing? Is he drinking? He is doing what? You are frustrating him. And with such things, you will stop making him to start thinking straight. And as a normal human being, they have their shortcoming. But we appreciate people who have been in position to help Mayuguno. They did a great job. They did a great job. And we appreciate. But before you rush to make decisions, did you talk to him? And you told him that actually Now this and this and this what you're doing, I feel it is wrong. Did you actually talk with him, or you just rush to make decisions? And before helping the wife of Mayuguno, did you actually consult Mayuguno and try giving him a piece of advice? Or because these individuals feels they have the money to help the woman, and they decided to, to help. I'm just imagining. Because actually, don't be a contributing factor towards promoting chaos, towards promoting because the same Gutu the widow also has his own agenda. And a person whom you think may be a good person might be the worst individual. Only that we know some of these people on camera. The real character of a person is when you meet them and you have stayed with them. But just seeing them in the cameras, people, people can play. People, they say you cannot judge a book by its cover. First open it and see. So people are rushing that they're trusting to the widow that he's the one who knows how to spread information. He's the one who knows how to insult Mayuguno. Let me tell you. Also, a monkey laughs at the back of his friend. A monkey. A monkey laughs at the back of his friend. And I can assure you, the so-called Gutu the widow people are praising, you will be too shocked. Very, very shocked. And me, I would really encourage Mayuguno not even to respond to him. Don't respond. Don't respond to Gutu the widow. Keep quiet. You leave Gutu the widow with his madness. You think he's a wise man. He's not. A person who turned against his friend and you keep secret, you keep secret away from your friend, you are not a friend. You are an enemy number one. They say the people who can destroy you are actually your close friend. And the people whom you think you value are your first enemy. So the first enemy to Mayuguno is actually Gutu the widow. He is a destroyer. He has been hiding his face, and Mayuguno realized it when it was late. You cannot bring division in somebody's family. However much, let me tell you, however much people are having problems in their homes, the moment you enter into it, you become an enemy to that home. And that is exactly what Gutu the widow have done. So for him to come out and say that the issues of witchcraft, do you have the evidence that actually he said it? Because I can assure you, everybody wants to say something that people will really feel sympathizing with him. What Gutu is actually looking for is sympathy. Sympathy. But he has done damage. But let me tell you, people are not going to abandon Mayuguno because Gutu the widow has spoken. No. People will not. Others will leave, let them leave, but others will, a lot will remain. Because actually, they know where Mayuguno came from. And Gutu the widow, success, by the way, is not got in such a way. However much people probably will help him because see, there are people who wait for problems. There are people actually, their work is to wait for problems. And now they will rush to Gutu the widow. When they get frustrated, then they will turn back. We are watching the space. And there is no cause of alarm. When a man goes outside to enjoy himself, then you label him a lot of names. So Mayuguno would be staying at home from morning to evening. He should not go anywhere. Even just to go in a trading center to have, something for himself. Yes, I know probably Mayuguno has been having some weird friends. Probably. I'm not sure about that. Gutu the widow is the one who knows the friends of Mayuguno whom he calls they are weird. They are the ones who have led him in wrong direction. You know, sometimes don't rush to trust people. I know there are people who say, Gutu the widow has been a good person. Yes, he has been a good person. But let me tell you, a friend who hides secrets from you is not a friend. He's not a friend. He's a destroyer. And his happiness, by the way, Gutu the widow is happy with what he's saying. He's very much happy. But my encouragement to Mayuguno, just keep quiet. You leave Gutu the widow with his problems. And I don't think it will take him anywhere. You know? See, when you want to look for hatred, you start it like that. You start it like that. In life, the biggest problem we face here in Africa, that even when you try to be very nice to people, one or two of them will turn against you. I think this is the first person to turn against Mayuguno, Gutu the widow. The first son of the elephant. That's how he called himself. But the same thing he has done to Mayuguno, another person will do to him. That's how funny it is. Yes. Because Mayuguno had really a right to respond to Gutu the widow. That's the truth. Because you cannot keep a secret from me and you want to be my friend. And the secret you're keeping up from me is actually secret about my people. However much I have my own problems, but actually I need to know it. Because why are you keeping it from me? And you call yourself a friend. A friend? My friend. I have been in position to watch, to read some of the comments that actually people were throwing there. A lot of comments were abusing him, calling him how stupid he was. You know, that you are not a friend. And indeed, it's not. A friend, a normal, a real friend cannot behave that way. You know? But you see, that's how people always conduct themselves. After you helping them, they turn against you. If it was not because of Mayuguno, Gutu the widow would not be the way he is. Just like the fisherman. You know? But it's life. To me, I would really want to encourage Mayuguno. You leave Gutu the widow. Leave him. Just continue with your life and pray to God. You know? And if at all he has some weird friends, you leave those groups of friends and just continue with your life. You know? Yes. Because people will always want what you have. When you don't have, you will not have enmities. But when you start having something on your hands, that is when you'll start getting enmities. You know? Because actually, Gutu the widow wants what Mayuguno has. And is trying to look for shortcuts. Mayuguno works so hard. We used to watch his videos. He worked so hard to really reach where he is. However much people have really helped him. But he was also working so hard. Every day releasing videos. It was not a simple thing. Yes. But as a normal human being, he also has his own challenges. He has his own weaknesses. Probably he's a kind of a person who can easily be taken up. But also understand that Mayuguno never went to school. Gutu the widow probably have gone to school. He has even studied. Because he knows issues of construction. Probably he speaks good English. fairly good English. So probably Gutu the widow went to school and he reasons fairly, maybe more than Mayuguno. I don't know. But that one should not give him audacity to hide somebody's family. You know? That is it. Anyway, they are the ones who knows their problems. I don't know much about the problems these people were facing. But according to the way Gutu the widow have spoken, let me tell you, he's not a nice person. The same thing he has done to Mayuguno, he will do it to another person. Because people with such characters, they will never stop it. People with such behaviors, they will never stop that type of behavior. So it is actually good to avoid them. You know, it's actually good to avoid them. He has opened his heart for people to know. You will laugh at Mayuguno today, the next day people will laugh at you. Please, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please always come back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. Let's meet again in our next video tomorrow. And I would really want to send my greetings to all of you watching me from USA, UK, Canada, and all of you from the Caribbean. And not forgetting my good people here in Africa. Actually, I will be traveling to the village probably even tomorrow, you know, because one of my sister on the side of my mother, actually my aunt on the side of my mother, one of her daughter passed away. I think passed away in the morning hours of Tuesday. So the burial will be on Wednesday. She has been not feeling well here for some good time. I just heard about that story when actually I was in the village, that she was not feeling well, and I did not really go there to see her because it is somehow quite a little distant away from home. Yes, but she has passed away, and the burial will be on Tuesday. So if you see me that videos are coming from the village, don't be surprised. That is actually what is going to take me back to the village to go and attend that burial. You know, to go and attend that burial. Yes, it happens, and that is life. Maybe her days had reached, but she was still a very, very strong woman. She has, and I'm not very sure of the number of the children that she had, but I'm aware of 2 boys and I think 3 girls, what I'm aware of. Yes, but it happens, and just pray that may God, you know, may her soul really rest in eternal peace. So it's very, very unfortunate on my side. So I will actually be going to the village with a bus tomorrow, so that I can go and attend that burial. Please, thank you so much, my good people. Yes, I just did not want to surprise you that you're seeing me in the village and you're asking yourself, now David, what are you again doing in the village? You have been in Kampala, but now again you're back in the village. What's happening? No, so if you start seeing videos coming from the village, that is actually what have taken me there. So thank you so much, my good people. Let's meet again in our next video. I don't know where that video is going to get me, where it will be from. Either it will be still in Kampala or it will come from the village. And also If I told the video does not come tomorrow, probably I would have reached when I'm very, very tired, because from Kampala up the village, it is actually 8 hours. You know, 8 hours with the bus, because the bus goes stopping kind of. Yes, but that is life. That's life. So I need to go and attend that burial. Yes, so please, thank you so much. And actually, the sister to that lady who have passed on, she was the sister to that lady who have passed on, uh, is actually, she was my caretaker, the person who could carry me when I was young. The sister to the one who have passed on, she was the person who carried me when I was young. But that one is still there. Yes, but this one is the elder, and I think she's the firstborn to that auntie of ours, the one who have passed on. So we really wishes her well wherever she is, and may God rest her soul in eternal peace. Let's meet again in our next video. Probably, I don't know where I'm going to take it from, but thank you so much, my good people. Let's meet again in our next video. God bless all of you. Bye.